Alright, okay, I have to make this somewhat quick because my camera has about 23% battery and I have to leave in about 15 minutes to go to work and not be classified as late. So, I wanted to just sit down and talk about kind of my progress, where I started to where I am now. If you're watching this, I'm assuming that you already know me or you found a link through my Instagram or something. But for those who don't, I am going to go ahead and just kind of get into, you know, that whole story. So my progress has not been linear. I did not start off 6 months ago. I started bodybuilding style training 6 months ago. I actually started weight training 4 years ago when I was 20. I kind of just found this strength training program. It was like 3 days a week. It taught me the basic squat, deadlift, overhead press, bench press, and I started there. Back then when I was 20, I was about 120 pounds at most. I had no muscle base, of course, and then I had this like soft stomach because that's where I put on most of my weight. I thought that in order to lose that and to get a flat stomach, I had to train as I was training and eat at a deficit for as long as needed until my stomach flattened out. So I ate like 1,400 calories for 6 months religiously, like never stopped. I restricted myself so much that every so often I would have this like binge. I would just have this like binge explosion, like where I would just binge on everything, usually late at night, to the point where I was so sick to my stomach that I would be like lying on the ground like about to puke because I was so restrictive. That didn't register to me at the time that I needed to up my calories. It didn't even register to me when I started losing like the natural female functions of my body. Didn't actually get that back for a full year. I just kept pushing myself and pushing myself until I turned 21. I was so sick of it. I was sick of not, you know, eating very much, and I had this liberty to go out and drink now, so I started going out drinking with my friends, and I completely forgot about the gym for like 2 years. 2 years goes by, I'm still living this lifestyle where I'm going out, I'm drinking, eating whatever I want, not exercising whatsoever, and I remember going to the doctor and like being afraid to look at the scale when they weigh you. I was 137 pounds. So at the time when I was 20, when I was restricting myself so much, I went from 120 to 108. And that was the smallest I'd ever been since like high school. And yet I still thought that I needed to lose more. So when I got up to 137 pounds, I was horrified. And yet that still didn't really give me like the kick that I needed. I still continued to go out and drink. And then there was this one night where I went out and I looked at myself like in the mirror, and I took this picture. I'll insert it if I can figure that out, but it's like this picture where I just like let myself just like kind of breathe out and like turn to the side so I could like see my stomach and like my arms and everything, and my face was just so unhappy. I was so unhappy with how I looked. And I realized like right then that, okay, so that's when I started going back to the gym and doing basic strength training programs again. I ate at a deficit because I wanted to lose that weight. So I got down to like 118 pounds, I want to say. And then I'll put it in a picture of what that looked like. Once I got down to 118 pounds, I decided, okay, I want to like start putting on some muscle now. So I decided I was going to try bulking. I was going to try my hand at bulking. So I upped my calories and started bulking, going to the gym. What's happening here? Sorry. So since I was in the gym 6 days a week, I thought I was bulking. I thought I was eating enough, but apparently I wasn't, because I maybe gained a pound, maybe 2 at the most. And I did this for a while, got frustrated with myself and realized, okay, I need some extra help. And I kind of just wanted to like go full force into it. I didn't want to just do it like recreationally. I kind of wanted to do it as a sport. So that's where my coach comes in. I started looking around, I started asking questions, and I found Team 3DMJ. Fast forward, I've been with them for the last 6 months, right? So the first initial 3 months, we decided I was going to go on a 6-month bulk. I said, okay, well, I've already been bulking for 3 months. And he was like, okay, well, we're going to go on a 6-month bulk. So I was like, okay. I wasn't actually bulking for the first 3 months. I just thought I was. So I'm in the gym 4 days a week, right? And I decide I'm going to buy a camera. I'm going to buy a cute camera, take pictures, record. Maybe I can even like make an Instagram and whatever, like kind of just like look at my progress along the way.
Is it recording? Yes, okay. Alright, it is December 2nd, 7:40, whatever, 2016. And I'm going to be recording my progress for as long as needed. I'm bulking for the next 6 months, so we'll see how this goes. I've never done this before in my life.
I weirdly thought that like after 12 weeks of this, I was gonna look massively different and everybody was gonna be like, wow, whatever. When that first 12 weeks came to an end, I was like, oh, okay, I've gained 2 pounds. Like, was 1 pound of it muscle? We reconvened and he said, okay, we're going to up your calories more. So they went up again. And I've been on that for like 2,600 calories for the last like 2 months. And that is when I finally started to see change. I started to see the scale go up consistently, about ½ pound a week. I'm sitting at like 126 now, I want to say. 1 minute has gone by. Give me a second. Initially, I wanted to do a bulking series. Initially, when I got like my little tiny like digital camera, and I was just like so harsh on myself. I was recording myself. I was like 120 pounds. I was like, I'm so bloated, blah, blah, blah.
Side note, I really like this shirt that I just bought. Target. Thank you very much, Target. It's kind of tight. It's an extra small, but that's okay. They didn't have a small size, so I got this, and I was like, you know, I'll just stretch it out.
I'm not going to do, obviously, I'm towards the end of my bulk, so I'm not going to do any kind of like bulking series. I'll kind of show what I ate during it. For the future, in about 5 weeks, once I start my cut, I'm going to start doing a cutting series. Thank God. Like, it's time. With that being said, I'm going to end this because I do have to go get ready for work. So